Once upon a time, in a tiny village nestled by a sparkling river, there lived a boy named Leo. Leo loved to draw. He didn't have fancy paints or brushes, so he used sticks, mud, and whatever he could find to create pictures on rocks and walls. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like my stories. The villagers admired Leo's art, but they often said, "Too bad he doesn't have real paints. Imagine what he could create." One day, while exploring the riverbank, Leo found something unusual, a paintbrush lying on a smooth stone. Its handle was golden, and its bristles shimmered like sunlight. The first stroke excited, Leo ran home with his new treasure. He dipped the paintbrush into a jar of water and made a single stroke on the wall. To his amazement, the line sparkled and came to life, turning into a real vine covered in tiny flowers. Leo gasped. "This paintbrush is magical." He decided to test it further. He painted a bird, and the bird flew off the wall, chirping happily. Helping the village, word about Leo's magical paintbrush spread quickly. Villagers came to him with requests. "I need food for my family," said an old man. Leo painted a basket of bread and fruits, and it became real. "My roof is broken," said a woman. Leo painted sturdy wooden planks, and they appeared, ready to fix her house. For days, Leo used the brush to help his village. But he always refused to paint things for himself. "The brush is meant for good, not greed," he told everyone. The greedy merchant one day, a rich merchant from the city, heard about Leo's magical paintbrush. He arrived in the village with a bag of gold. "Leo, paint me a chest full of treasures," the merchant demanded. Leo shook his head. "I won't use the brush for greed." The merchant scowled. "If you won't do it, I'll take the brush myself." That night, while Leo was asleep, the merchant crept into his house and stole the brush. The merchant's mistake. The merchant returned to the city and immediately began painting. He painted a mountain of gold, but as soon as it appeared, it collapsed, burying his house in coins. He painted a fancy carriage, but the horses turned wild and ran away. Furious, the merchant shouted, "Why isn't this working?" The paintbrush spoke in a soft, magical voice. "I only work for kind hearts, not greedy ones." Leo saves the day. When Leo learned the paintbrush had been stolen, he followed the merchant to the city. There, he found the merchant trapped under piles of gold, shouting for help. Leo sighed and used the brush to free him. The merchant fell to his knees. "I'm sorry, Leo. I see now that greed only brings trouble. Please, take the brush back." Leo accepted the apology and returned to his village, where he continued using the magical paintbrush to bring joy and help to those in need. From that day on, Leo's kindness and his magical creations became the heart of the village's happiness. And though he never used the brush for himself, he felt rich in the love and gratitude of his friends. The end.